What's going on, everyone? So, you want a crypto? Welcome. I'm Joe. Today, man, I thought it would be nice if we could just kind of look back at see what did well that we've talked about while everything else was either sideways or in a downward trajectory, right? So, who was making people money when everybody else was, you know, when fire was everywhere and people were thinking Bitcoin's going to crash, right? We still don't know where we're going. We're still sideways, but all of these have potential and they've been doing well. Uh, so right here, let's just get right into this. Constellation DAG, DAG, that's your ticker. Constellation, that's the name, right? Ranked 121 on CoinGecko. Okay. Let's see. Oh, they changed it a little bit. Market cap $425 million. Circulating supply, it looks like 2.4 billion ish. Total supply 3.5 billion. So what are we looking at here? The price is 17.5 cents. Looks like we're up about 32% in the last. I don't know. It just says ROI percentage. So 7 days says 50% on here. 134% in the last 2 weeks. 350% in the last 30 days, and a bunch on the year. Look at this. Doom. Right. This thing's jumped. It's made a little bit of a pullback. So if we kind of get big growth, a little bit of a pullback, but we're kind of recovering out of that too. I think we got a lot of room to grow with this. I'm just going to throw some stuff out, not a deep dive. I will link some videos above that you can check out. As always, none of this is financial advice. Just some guys sharing some research, hopefully trying to help, spread the crypto love. Like what was it? I got a comment from Craig who's talking about the rise of the derby wearing metaverse crypto punks. Well, there's my hat tip for you, buddy. Uh, yeah, it's just a cool community and there's a lot going on. So, getting back to Constellation is an open source platform you can use to create a blockchain, cryptocurrency, and decentralized application. We've heard of that. There's other ones that do this. It's a DAG, that's a directed acyclic graph. You can deploy your own blockchain networks, mint your own cryptocurrencies, create your own crypto wallets for various uses, and explore and validate transactions. It's powered by Hypergraph, the world's most robust decentralized value based network. Infinite scalability, simple to deploy, cost effective, impenetrable. So, and I will also put in some videos on what a DAG is, in comparison to like a blockchain or hollow chain and stuff like that. So here's the ecosystem, and really, this is I think why we're getting such a good growth. We got some names in here we should probably talk about, like Space ISAC, IEEE, and SBIR, among others. You got some AWS and stuff in here too. But I want to talk about all the space stuff and the small business stuff. So Space ISAC, Information Sharing and Analysis Center. That's what ISAC stands for. And they facilitate collaboration across the global space industry to enhance the ability to prepare for and respond to vulnerabilities, incidents, and threats, to disseminate timely and actionable information among member entities, and to serve as the primary communications channel for the sector with respect to this information. So basically, they're the only all threat security information source for the public and private space sector. Okay. Lockheed Martin, you got some big players in here. You got Northrop Grumman, you got a couple schools that you've heard of, probably like Purdue and Johns Hopkins. And the Applied Physics Laboratory at Johns Hopkins, I believe, is like, they pump out a lot of astronauts from what I could be wrong, but I think that's the one that pumps out like a ton of astronauts. Our space assets must be secured throughout their entire lifetime. So basically, this is all going through a couple notable educational institutions and some other stuff to secure space through the blockchain, right? Information, block information, or space information. Uh, that's legit. That's a lot of stuff. Next, here's their Twitter for Space ISAC. And if we kind of go down and we start looking, we see some of the names that we were talking about. Some of the names we were talking about. And then, I don't remember how far down it was. Yeah, right here. See, Constellation Network is commenting on here. So we know that they're working together. And look, it's legit. This is like, mission control from the movies. Uh, it's kind of a big deal. So the SBIR and the STTR, the Small Business Innovation Research and the Small Business Technology Transfer Programs. are highly competitive programs that encourage domestic and small businesses to engage in federal research and development with potential for commercialization. So what we're looking for here is to promote small businesses that are using, and Constellation is a part of this. This is one of their partners. So blockchain technology for space security and other stuff like that, right? And they're looking for people, and there's a mission. The mission is to like stimulate technological innovation, meet federal research and development needs, uh, you know, to stay ahead of the curve. That's what they're trying to do. So all of this, hopefully, you can kind of see how that fits together. They're looking to the private sector to help the federal sector, right? IEEE. So IEEE is the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, and it's like the gold standard for like electronics and different engineering standards, computer standards, stuff like that. They're the ones that set like your let's see what they say. Their professional association for electronic engineering and electrical engineering, with its corporate office in New York, the world's largest professional organization dedicating to the advancement of technology. Mission statement: their core purpose is to foster technological innovation and excellence for the benefit of humanity. So all of that is associated. We're still talking about Constellation DAG. And then we're also talking about, now here's a product. Oh, and you can get DAG on KuCoin. That's probably your easiest and highest liquidity. These other two I don't know about. Another, we have the Lattice token, which is about 98 cents, about $1 up and down. There's 100 million of them, 32 million in circulation. It's gone up 26% in the last 7 days, 176% in the last 2 weeks, and a little bit about, roughly the same in the last month. Newer project. So we're going back to, November 2020. You can also find this on KuCoin. Lattice. The Lattice Exchange is a decentralized finance platform that connects all blockchain main chains, and allows users to transfer cryptocurrency between multiple ecosystems. And it's powered by Constellation. And this is probably another reason why we're starting to see Constellation go up. And we've been talking about Constellation for quite a while. We've talked about other DAGs. Ubix is another DAG that we've talked about. Lattice Exchange is decentralized finance, connects all the blockchain. It's a feeless network. By leveraging Hypergraph, Constellation's feeless network, the platform reduces risk, costs, and friction for traders, giving them control over their digital assets while increasing transparency. And I'm not going to do a deep dive into Lattice, but it's definitely one that we should probably talk about a little bit more in the future. Lattice Exchange is an AMA, that's an automated market maker, right? Yeah. Base DEX that supports seamless cross-chain swaps and a multitude of DeFi applications by utilizing Constellation's Hypergraph. Near zero fee. So that on there it said feeless. On here it says near zero fee, horizontal, scalable, decentralized network, and powered by Constellation. Here's circulate, and the market supply for this is only $32 million. It's really small, so it's definitely one that I'm looking at. I'll throw down a couple extras on the end here that I'm looking at as well. So all of this is basically what's doing well now, or what I think will do well in the very near future, where we're kind of waiting for Bitcoin to make up its mind, right? Okay, another one that I like privacy coins. So Monero and stuff like that. Haven is another one I've looked at. So PRCY has done quite well, actually. It's at $2.21. It's up. That's about even. Let's call it even. Market cap really low, 18. Let's see. Okay, I think it just updated. So it's at 16.8 million. Market cap at $2. I tried to make this video last night, but I had a bunch of technical difficulties. So then I'm back early in the morning trying to finish it and make it work. Here we are looking all. So this is a newer coin, and it's been around since, about beginning of March-ish time frame, and it pumped really well, and then here's where this sideways action kind of started and everything, but we're still seeing it's on an upward trajectory. If we go over here to CoinGecko, it looks like it's roughly about the same. Again, this is going to be a little bit harder to find. So you're going to look at TXBit. So PRCY, it's privacy with the PR at the beginning and the CY at the end. That's how they come up with the privacy coin. I'll link a video that I did on PRCY above, so you can check that out. So we're gonna watch this little video real quick, and there's no sound to it or anything, but it talks about the different classes of privacy coins and how PRCY compares. So these are all your different coins, right? We have PRCY, Dash, Verge, PIVX, Zcash, Horizon. Yeah, like I don't see Haven in there. There's Pirate, Monero. I like Pirate as well. A and three R's. ARRR. So it's slowly eliminating each of these as it lists a function that it should be able to perform or that it does perform. And basically, when we get down to this, we see that PRCY and Monero are really similar. So PRC aims to provide the best tools to be able to keep and use funds in the best possible way without losing your privacy. No one wants some prying eyes. So it's really geared towards privacy. Here's the roadmap, and let's see, we'll be Q3 2021. That's where we are right now. Strong marketing campaign, and that's really what you're starting to see. When we made the first video, I don't think there was any other videos out about PRCY that I could see on YouTube except the ones from them, which were short ones or something. Trading compensation or competition, partnership development, research and development, proof of stake service provider, chip system messaging, native wallet release, mobile wallet. And then here's where we're going to start talking big right here. So this is why we're looking to get into this early, and this is why I think that this is going to do well over at least the next 6 months. Let's talk like that. So we're talking about going Polkadot Ethereum, right? We're going to wrap to Polkadot Ethereum. And then what I really, really like about the PRC one is we're going to do NFT on full privacy coin R&D 2022. So we're looking at privacy NFTs by next year is on their, and that to me that interests me. I dig that. I think that's cool. All right, and here is the PRCY exchange. You can find the ERC-20 smart contract will be Saki Swap, Uniswap, and Sushi Swap. Binance Smart Chain, Pancake, Ape Swap, and then other DEX it says Polarity. And this is your centralized exchanges is TXBit, Swift Blockchain, Stex, Hotbit, and TradeOgre. All right, so another one. This is a little bit smaller too. Just under 6 million, 5.8 million in market cap. Fort Knox or FKX. You can get this also on KuCoin. It really pumped up there for a minute. This is one. The team is really active. They're pretty legit. They comment usually when I make a video and say thanks and stuff. And if you watch interviews with their team, and they seem to be pretty passionate about their project. They're always, if you like on LinkedIn, they're always updating different cyber attacks, security breaches, stuff like that. Not even related to them, just in the world in general, just to kind of promote what they're trying to do. So anyway, let's look real quick at 3.5 cents Fort Knox or FKX. Again, we're talking a little over almost $5.5 million market cap, and then you can get this on KuCoin. You're going to see about the same numbers here on CoinGecko, FKX. So when we get to Fort Knox here, it's they're like an all-in-one privacy messenger, wallet, storage. They do video calls, everything. It's military-grade encryption for sending all your stuff. So let me just give you a quick example for like what you would do with this. Let's say that you're a business and you're hiring people, and you need them to send different information, or you're setting up someone's medical benefits and you need some information. You don't want to compromise the security of their information. You just send it through the Fort Knox apps and stuff, and then you don't have a problem with that. It's secure. All right, moving on. It's a lot. I'm trying to make this video as short as possible because sometimes I get like 40-minute videos. Terra is awesome. It's a little bit different. So it's basically to reduce volatility. They kind of try to combine peg it to stable coins. So it began in 2018. Mainnet officially launched in 2019. As of September 2020, it offers stablecoins pegged to the US dollar. The South Korean won, the Mongolian TUGRIC and the International Monetary Fund special drawing rights basket of currencies and is intended to roll out additional options in the future. The native token is the Luna. They also have, really, that's about as deep as we need to get right there. Here's the numbers again. Luna, about $8. It's a 3.3 billion with a B market cap, and we've seen this go up 33% in the last week, 45% in the last 2 weeks, about the same in the last month, and over 3,000% over the year. When we look at the max on here, we saw that this thing was just going bananas. It fell off, dropped way back down, and now we're starting to see some signs of life again here toward the last, I don't know, month, right? So, and that almost kind of looks like that Wyckoff chart. But anyway, their website for the Terra Money, it's a little bit slow to use, but they aim to make it stablecoins available to every developer on every blockchain. They're now live on Ethereum and Solana. But then when you go, you see we got Polkadot and a bunch of other stuff. Here's Terra. Let's see if we go. Here's the Terra Bridge. Then you got. I'll put all these links below again, and I'll do the timecode stamping, so you can just jump around as you want to, because there's a bunch of different coins and stuff. But here's some good links about the UST, right? So sometimes I talk about your trading, and if you're doing like USDT, you're trying to trade Tether. If you go to KuCoin, you could actually accidentally sell something for UST and not USDT. So always keep that in mind. You know, those tickers can get you sometimes. Next, Terra Virtua Collect. Right here, TVK, 17 cents, 37 million and a half market cap, 21 million in the last 24 hours, ranked 466. This one's gone up about 50% in the last week and 100% in the last 2 weeks, even on the month. There's your numbers. It's starting to show signs of life again. This is an NFT project. You can get it on Binance, Uniswap, a bunch of other places. There's some OVRs. OVR is really pushing their marketing campaign. So TerraVirtua.io. This is the marketplace. So they have different, like they have Top Gun. This is all Top Gun right here. These are some of the different, like you have the Pacific Rim Black, Lost in Space, King Kong and Godzilla, Sunset Boulevard. It's got a real Ecomi kind of feel to it, a VV kind of thing. Here's some of the Top Gun helmets that they have, and these will all be like visual and or virtual reality, augmented reality kind of display. You can view it in 3D and stuff. Here's more. And I think the last one should be a King Kong or something. Yeah, there you go. I looked at one of the Kongs. And they're pretty cool. It's interesting. But this kind of stuff's really starting to grow. And then once you can get, the metaverse up and running. And speaking of the metaverse, let's go right into Decentraland. So Mana, that's another one that I really like. And I think that it's kind of going to see some pretty good movement in the upward direction. 67 cents. That's crazy. A year ago, I think it was like 6 cents. 4 cents. Binance. You can get Mana all over the place. I can get on Coinbase, KuCoin, Kraken, Bittrex. It's not hard to find. So Decentraland. So Mana right here. It's a metaverse virtual reality world kind of. You can view it right on your desktop and everything, but it has a ton of stuff. There's still a lot of open lands. You can buy lands still for, I guess, reasonably priced now, considering the growth. But see all these skins, like the hats, the coats, the shoes. He's got rollerblades, paw mitten gloves, all this kind of stuff. You can buy all of these, they're NFT items, and they're available through the market. You can buy lands through the market, everything else. You can build on your land and do all sorts of neat stuff. It's a pretty cool little thing, and it's still really early uh, in its progression. There's different hubs you can go to that have different themes. There's education stuff, there's gaming stuff. It's a pretty neat little place. So if you haven't heard of Decentraland, maybe give that a quick look. Along the same lines of NFTs, of course, Wax is an awesome project. I really like Wax. Trying to see, rank right here, 150. So about 12 cents, almost 13 cents. $200 million market cap. So that's still relatively low, considering that most of their competitors are pushing 1 billion or above. You can see they're just like a little bump right here. That's it. But we've really done well. There was, uh, it's been around a couple years now. There's a lot of good projects on here. There's a lot of people promoting it. It's a pretty neat thing. Really easy to get on, like KuCoin, Huobi, stuff like that. Wax isn't too hard. There's a WAXp, there's a WAXe. You want the WAXp to buy the NFTs and stuff like that. You'll get the same numbers on CoinGecko. But it's up about 35% on the last 2 weeks. Pretty flat since then. Over the whole time, we're only down about 7%. And we're up over 100% on the year. So it really hasn't had that big pump yet. And I think that we're still coming. We got a lot of big projects coming. They got the Operation T420 Green Rabbit dropping. You have Street Fighter version 2 or Series 2 dropping. Those are pretty bomb. Those are cool. Here is Wax right here. This is where you create your Wax wallet. You go in, there's a bunch of different marketplaces and stuff like that. You can trade them. It's not like Ethereum where you got to pay these huge fees. It's really easy. If you're into NFTs and you haven't checked out Wax, highly suggest this. All right, so real quick, let's move into like our bonus pick stuff we haven't talked about before that I think that maybe we should. So Vectorspace.ai, VXV, that's your ticker. It's ranked way down, 3,200. So it's pretty small. This is one I think that they have just a couple $1 million market. Oh no, it's almost 100 million, but still, it's really small. They're up about 50% on the week, about the same on the 2 weeks, 100% on the 30 days, and 1,500% on the year max. You can see they pumped, it kind of fell down, and it looks like we're getting ready to maybe see new all-time highs for VXV very soon. You can find this on, Shiba Swap, Uniswap. So what is this Vectorspace.ai? Big data, right? So from what I understand, and I've researched this a little bit, and I'm still reading the white paper, but I just wanted to bring it up. It's got some names behind it, but it's the next big through in AI will be around language. So they use machine learning and then natural language processing and understanding and feature engineering for hidden relationship detection in data related to space biosciences. And I read somewhere where they had done a bunch of people's dissertations and stuff like that, and they were able to, correlate and disseminate different data on there. Our platform powers research groups in space biosciences, along with data vendors, funds, and institutions by generating on-demand NLP/NLU, right? That's the natural language processing and understanding, correlation matrix databases or data sets. We are particularly interested in how we can get machines to trade information with one another or exchange and transact data in a way that minimizes a selected loss of function. Our objective is to enable any group analyzing data to save time by testing a hypothesis or running experiments with higher throughput. This can increase the speed of innovation, novel scientific breakthroughs, and discoveries. For a little more, they have an AMA if you want to go. And then a little bit about the technology and stuff like that. I'm not doing too much of a deep dive on this, but we're talking the U.S. Department of Energy, National Library of Medicine, the European Molecular Biology Laboratory, CERN, PushShift.io, and Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory of Biosciences Division. So yeah, there's a little bit of an academic backing to this. It's something I'm looking at. So I don't know. Tell me in the comments, what do you think? It looks interesting to me. The numbers don't look too bad over here. It's still kind of hard to get it. Small market cap, low supply, maxed is 50 million. most of those are still in circulation. I mean, it meets most of the check marks for that kind of stuff. So I'll be interested to hear what you say. Let's move on. And the other, or I guess the last of my picks would be Mochi Market, 14, almost 15 cents. It's up 140% today. In the last 24 hours. This thing has been moving. Yeah, right here, 24 hours, they have it at 156%. And, it's been like that 42% over the last month. So that's pretty good movement. Relatively new. Let's go give you the max chart here. It dove down, 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 right? So this was a bad time to buy. And I kind of watched, and there was a lot of hype about it, and then it kind of died out. And now, boop, boop, we're starting to see those little signs of life again. So I'm thinking maybe this is a good time to take a look at this. None of this is buy advice. None of this is financial advice. I'm just some guy sharing research with you. So that's all I got. Pancake swap, Uniswap, Quick swap, Gate.io, Bilaxy. That's what you're looking at if you want to try and find you some Mochi. We're going to look at a little bit of paperwork. We'll dig a little bit deeper into Mochi than we have in some of the others just to kind of finish this off. So hopefully this will load real quick. Been having problems with some of this stuff. Let's see if we can move on to the next one and come back. Here we go. The multi-chain decentralized exchange ecosystem for non-fungible tokens. I like me some NFTs. This one will also do NFTs and FTs, so non-fungibles and fungibles. And if you don't know the difference between a non-fungible and a fungible, let's jump right over here. I think it's this one, as a matter of fact. That's the NFTs. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so ERC-20, those are fungibles, right? They're all the same. Non-fungible, they're different. So fungible, non-fungible. ERC-721, those are your NFTs. You also have ERC-1155s. So those are like your two main NFT standards. So an ERC-721, that's the first. It's a non-fungible token. It is the default. It is the first. It's the gold standard. It is the legit, right? So some. What happened there? Anyway, the 1155, and this is from Beanie Maxi. It's more of a semi-fungible, okay? It's a dual-purpose fungible and non-fungible token. It was developed by Engine, and it tokenizes things like common gaming skins and other commoditized items. So if you see if you see an 1155 ERC, NFT, that's what it is. It's semi-fungible, and then an ERC 721, that's non-fungible. ERC 20, fungible. Okay. So here we go. Oh yeah, right here. NFTs, FTs. So that explains all that. But here's some of the different stuff. So the problems they're trying to talk about, and I think that, so when we talk about wax, some of these things don't apply to wax. High ticket size, difficulty of selling, and the costs and stuff like that. Wax doesn't have those problems. They have great markets that are interchangeable. So like you could sell your wax NFT on Atomic Hub, NFT Hive, stuff like that. You can stake them, so there's a decentralized finance aspect to Wax. But this, they're gearing more towards like the Ethereum stuff. So think that mentality. So we see Polkadot's in here, staking to earn NFTs, getting special offers and rewards for NFT lotteries and airdrops, having a discount on transaction fees, provide liquidity. Here's their one pager. It envisions a multi-chain decentralized exchange system for non-fungible tokens. The biggest names are participating in DeFi and NFT. And they talk about Binance, Uniswap. So Deadmau5, that's on Wax. Top Shot, the NBA Top Shot, that's on Flow. Formula One, man, that's Rev, right? I don't remember. And then they show you Bondly, NFTX, NFT20. When we get over here, this is your Mochi Labs team. A little bit about Mochi Labs, where NFT innovation is incubated. I'll put the links below. You can check it out. And then here you go. If you want to check out their one pager, their pitch desk, light paper or white paper, it's all right here. This, I believe, is the white paper. I had to restart my computer, so some of these are probably having to reload. So really, that's what I got though. Is DAG Constellation. We'll do a little quick conclusion summary review. DAG is pretty cool. They got a lot of stuff coming up. They got a lot of stuff with the government, and I think federal regulations and standards, and yeah, DAG is moving fully legit right now. They look good. Lattice looks good. PRCY looks good. Fort Knoxter, it looks good as well. That's one of those that's going to take some time for adoption. Decentraland, same thing, going to take some time for adoption, but it's going fast. Wax, it is getting adopted, but again, the more projects, the more money that come in. This is Vectorspace.ai. I'm pretty interested in that and the whole uh, academic application of the data correlation and natural language processing and stuff like that. I think is pretty neat. And then Mochi, I think, is kind of cool too. So tell me what you think, man. What's your favorite? Do you hate them all? Do you like them all? Oh yeah, we got Terra Virtua Collect. The Terra Virtual Collect things, I don't own any of those yet. It's something I'm watching, and it's more of a numbers thing, right? Like I see that it has potential to go up, but I haven't actually started buying their NFTs. And to be honest with you, almost every single NFT that I own, I do through Wax. I really enjoy Wax. So, all right, cheers everybody, and we'll see you on the flip. Hopefully, I can get some more videos out soon.